Right guys, new reading, and today we are going to do should you wait or should you move on? Okay, so let's have a look at our group of cards. We have group 1, group 2, group 3. I'm going to count to 5 and then you decide which group you want. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do group 1 first of all. So should you stay or should you move on? Okay, so let's see what group 1 is. Great. We never want the tower. We never want the tower. Hate the tower card. Hate the tower card. Right. So this card here usually means there's interference from somebody else. Okay. That's me move them a bit more central. So 3 people. It can represent a love triangle. In a love reading especially, interference. Now interference doesn't always mean another woman, like they're seeing another woman, okay? It could even be their mum doesn't approve of you. It can be something like that. But there's definite interference here. And I feel because of this interference, it's going to lead to a tower moment. Now, a tower moment means you probably know it hasn't been working out for a while, but you've ignored the whole thing and just thought it's going to turn around and you're just trying to stick it out for as long as you can. Because you're doing that and you're not making any choices, literally spirit and I know, it's so annoying. Spirit and, your life path, I mean, it will force you to make a change. And the tower is like, it's just forced upon you, okay? So this is being forced upon you. You didn't do anything about it. You've let a negative situation go on for far too long. The tower's coming in to say, sorry, love, we're going to do it for you. We're making this choice for you. You need to end it. You're wasting your time. Now, we do have the healing card here, which is the Four of Swords. Now, in some ways, I feel you could walk off and then you will get some healing from this connection, and they could even come up and apologise for the way they were acting. But I still don't feel with group 1 this person is ready to commit at all. They really are not ready to commit at all. Okay, I just don't feel they are. Now, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and to be honest, I feel this will be you actually letting go and saying, do you know what, I'm so over it, enough's enough, I love them to bits, but I can't do this anymore. It's really affecting me, my self-esteem. I feel just low and sad all the time. In a way, you're going to be letting go a little bit. And once you let go, it will become easier for you. Okay, so you can't hold on too tightly at this at the moment. Now, again, these are minor arcana. So they mean things can change. Okay, but when it comes to the major arcana, these are literally life lessons that you need to learn. So this is a life lesson to do with this reading here. Then we have your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, I know a lot of us have daddy issues, even mummy issues, but a lot of it can be your upbringing and how you were treated before, that you will, you think you're not deserving of a committed relationship, of a guy that will stay with you, okay? I had that for years myself. I kept picking guys that didn't want to commit, that went on for like a year or so, but they didn't want to be tied down. But we were still together, but we weren't really. I mean, I put up with that crap for years, and this is that kind of group. And it really is kind of like self-respecting yourself and almost taking a break and stepping back from this whole situation and to focus on you. So if you're in group 1, there's definitely some kind of interference here. I feel it's an older female actually, so it could be somebody like in his family. It's going to lead to a tower moment where I think it's actually going to be you saying, do you know what, I'm done with this bullshit, I'm out of here. And then you will get healing. And I do feel you will have him apologise in some way and say, I was a twat, to be honest. And I'm sorry, but I don't feel you're going to be too jumping in to go back into this connection again. I just feel you're not going to want to go back into it after everything. Because it's almost getting to the point now, maybe for some of you, where you just don't care anymore. You're over it. You're so over it. So this really tough cycle is going to end soon. A lot of the men you're picking could be to do with the past, to do with your upbringing, to do with you would just want love from anyone. You're just so desperate for love and can feel clingy. And by putting it out there that any man you meet that's a good guy, that you feel they're going to leave you, or you get jealous, or you're really insecure, you're going to keep attracting men like that into your life, okay? So you've got to change your mindset and almost change the partner and who you go for, because group 1, these kind of guys are not working for you right now. By the way, that would so be my group. That would so be my group. Right, and I'm coming up to 40, and I haven't learnt yet, have I? Right, guys, here we go. This is group 2. Okay, so group 2. Should you stay or should you go? These are actually some lovely cards here. Now, this person is going through a lot. This means looking back with a lot of grief about something that happened in the past that they have not got over yet. They're looking back at it with sadness. They wish things could have been different. It could even be an ex, you know, for example, but they just feel like they're really struggling to let this go. There's a lot of grief there. And I feel you've come in and you're giving them a lot of happiness, but in a way they still can't let go quite. They still can't let go of the past quite yet. And this could mean you're probably in a lover situation where, like a friends, this is definitely the Friends of Benefit group, guys. If any of you pick this group, this is the Friends of Benefit group as well, where you have an amazing connection. They could be like your best friend. You're spending loads of time together sexually. It's amazing. You feel so happy and calm and grounded when you're with them, but they're still going through that grief, and that is stopping them from making more of a commitment with you. Now, I would say give this a little bit more time, because we do have the Nine of Cups here. And for me, that means like the cat that got the cream. This is the person that got what they wanted. So I do feel if you hold out, you can get what you want from this connection, and it can deepen. I actually really like the energy of this person, actually. I just feel there's a lot of remorse and sadness and grief with them. I actually feel quite sorry for them, you know? But also, just because you feel sorry for somebody, don't put up with bad behaviour either, okay? So if they're really messing you around and one minute they're really, you know, calling you every day, and then the next minute they're ghosting you for 3-4 days on end, and then they come back and go, hey, how's your week? Fuck off. Don't do that either. You've got to lay down the boundaries, or this person will keep doing it and say, do you know what? You might be going through a hard time, but you don't treat me like this. So at the same time with group 2, you still need to learn those boundaries and let this person know they might be going through a hard time, okay? You know, you could support them, but you're not going to put up with their bullshit either. You're not going to put up with their bullshit. Now, adjustments are required, and I feel this will be you letting go of trying to control the situation and push it and push it and push it to work in your favour. You need to just chill out a bit and step back a little bit. If you want this to continue, that is, okay? You will need to adjust the way you think. The more you push for a connection, when he's going through this kind of grieving period, it won't work out well for you, okay? Now, it does say go ahead and make the romantic gesture, and I really feel like this is almost saying to this person, I am going to be here for you. I am going to support you, okay? But in another way, you still got to say, like, I'm not going to be around forever, okay? So let them know, hey, if it's going to be a friend thing, I will always be your friend. I will always be there for you, but I'm looking for more than that, okay? So again, this is going to be a bit of a waiting game. I do feel if you hold out, you will get what you want, but it depends how long you want to wait, okay? It's never easy today, is it? Cards are never easy. Oh, let's see, group 3. Let's hope it's a bit more joyous. Right. That's a pretty card. Okay, this is actually lovely. So should you stay or should you go? I would say stay here, because it's almost like you've put in the hard work in this relationship. You're kind of thinking, is it going to work? Is he going to pull through? Is he going to commit to me? And you're waiting, waiting, waiting. And this is probably group 3 where you're thinking, do I say something? Are we boyfriend, girlfriend? Are we going to live together? You're waiting for that move, okay? Maybe you're holding back a bit and you're a bit nervous. This is the kind of time for patience, to be honest. This is when you put all the hard work in you need to, but you're waiting for the harvest, which does mean a delay here, okay? The amazing news is, I mean, this card here, for example, means any new ventures will be successful. So I do feel this will be a successful outcome if you pick group 3. 10 of Pentacles is literally the best money card you can get. The happy family cards, wealthy, abundant. It means abundance in everything. Abundance in love, money, joy, happiness. So you have actually got some really, really good cards here, group 3, but there is a bit of patience here. It's almost like when you manifest something, you focus, but then you need to let it go for it to happen. If you keep obsessing about, I've got the money, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money, it's just wants, it's creating more wants, as you probably heard before. So in a way, you put the work in, step back now, step back, let him do the work, let him step forward, okay? It does look very positive, and I do feel he will come forward for you. The energy is gaining momentum. I love that card because I hate it when it's stagnation, you know, like stagnation, and you've been stuck for like months, years, whatever, and you're like, oh my God, nothing's going to change. The energy is gaining momentum in a positive way, I feel here, okay? Hey guys, very soon, Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Well, that's actually quite funny because I was just on about manifesting, and then it's almost like you need to manifest it yourself as well. It's happening very, very soon. Okay? It reminds me of that Sex and the City when Charlotte turned around. Is it Harry? I can't remember his name. And then she just turned around and went, okay, I've done everything for you now. Like, when are we going to get married? And then he just freaked out. And he was going to propose anyway, you know? It just reminds me of that kind of, you're just waiting for that commitment. So guys, I feel you in group 3, but to be honest, it does look really positive. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today. I hope everyone's safe. Lockdown is starting to end now in London. H&M was open today. I thought my life was complete. That's how sad I am. But anyway. Also, everyone's able to see their family here in the UK. You're able to mix with other households. So I finally saw my family. And I hope you are able to as well, wherever you are, because you know, we can't always rely on guys. Friends are so important at times like this, so never get rid of your friends for a guy. Always try and keep your friendships going, because when the guy disappears or something goes wrong, that's when you need your friends the most. I sound like your mum right now. Right, I'm going to go.